a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Hey, Robert, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good, and thank you for taking my call. I wanted to let you know that I've been a subscriber for a couple of years, just different members of your team, and I really enjoy it. But really the reason I'm calling is to express my sincerest gratitude for you providing that information yesterday on the small business grant. I'm a small business owner and primary breadwinner for my family, and if I can get that money, it's going to really mean a lot to my family. So
that's awesome.
Thank you for taking the time to do that.
No, well, listen, man, we appreciate you growling a problem with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but yours. That's a trippy card, man. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 152, NASDAQ up 54, S&P's up 6, gold contract up 13.60, trading 18.43 an ounce. Silver up 14 cents, $24.22 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 46 cents, $45.74 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You have the 10-year right now up 8 ticks, trading 137.22. The 30-year up 24 ticks at 172.29. And King Dollar. King Dollar's down 393 ticks, trading 97.26. The Euro's at 121. The yen is out here trading at 103.95, and the British pound is at 134 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look. And what do you have? You get a higher high. You get a contraction of volume. You get a sideways move. Bottom line, we'll see where this is going to shake out. You get very small price spread out here. So the price spread, let's start with the price spread first. The price spread out here today is tiny. You get the low is 366.39, the high is 367.99. Bottom line, that being said, your last high that was generated out here was the 367.68. You know, you beat that out here today by 30 cents, and we'll see where it's going to close out. A 367.68. Under that is going to be a failure on price and volume. I know that's subtle, folks. And you say, okay, hold on, we're at highs, but bottom line, that would be considered a failure on price and volume. We're not going to get even near the volume. And the volume that we got that day, by the way, on Tuesday was anemic as it was 74 million. And right now you're at 28 million. So we'll do like 38 million. It's pretty wild. You have no buyers, but you have no sellers. That's how this works. But when you close, when you get above a high, you close under the high, you get a contraction of volume. That's what it is, a failure on price and volume. NDX 100, 3 Qs, same type of setup. The high that was generated out here on Tuesday, we did 305.14. We're at we got the 305.88. You did 27 million shares out here. We're at 14 million. We're going to do maybe 16, maybe 18 million. I don't think you're going to basically get back up to those higher highs, meaning of that 305.88. You know, the 305.14 is going to be the number you want to keep an eye on. Now, the high that we had taken out on Tuesday was the 303.50. And I don't see us getting down there either. You know, what we had out here all day is just a sideways day. When you get a sideways day, we're already into Thursday. Friday, you get another sideways day. Let's go take a look at the gold market out here. We have, inside the gold market, is that you have a higher high. Bottom line, we had a low today of 1826, the high of 1843. This thing is making its way up into I suspect the first place you're going to get any flack, folks, is the 1884 level. That's how that's kind of set up. Get into that level. We'll continue with some decent volume, not spectacular volume, but pretty good volume. 173 right now. We take a look at the silver market, SIH. We're on the H inside the silver market also. Now, silver has been telling us for some time that gold's going to get higher. Silver is ready to launch. Silver looks to me can go to $30 like in about a heartbeat, because that's how silver likes to run. We take a look at it on the way down. Silver didn't get croaked as well as gold had, and when we take a look at this right now, you're going to see that we're approaching the downtrend that is out there since August. And that number, that break, would be 2507. We hit 2442. You break 2507, you're going to be up to that $30 in about a heartbeat. Notes and bonds. Take a look at them, man. These are the ever-ready buddies. And as I said yesterday, what it seems to happen, folks, is that you have the aspect that when we have rollover inside the bond market, the last two rollovers, the bonds get toasted, roasted very fast. No two ways about that. That being said, guess what? They don't give it up, man. They're right back. The 10-year first off, the 10-year didn't even make it to the high of the low that was generated out here on the 11th of November. The 9th was the big monster day on the way down. That is saying that they're going to higher price. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar is on an ABC structure on the way down. And it looks to me that it's a straight line move, man. The bottom line is that it took from, if we go back to March, the King Dollar was at 99. First leg down, we were going sideways from July. From July, it was trying to break this bottom, folks, and it only had a 0.23 retracement of the whole move. You do only a 2-3 retracement of the whole move, you are toasted and roasted. And this baby is going south and going south in a very fast way. Now, it was the euro that first took off, okay? The euro basically broke topside, continued higher. The pound, we take a look at the pound right now, there she is. Okay, so the pound right now is at 134. This baby also, bottom line, is ready to take off. The pound, once it breaks this 134.82, you are going topside in a big way. And what we got out here today is the yen. What you're going to see out here tonight, folks, this is, if you're in the gold market, hold on for the ride, because the yen has given it up on price out here today. And when the yen gives it up on price, let me tell you something, man. The Nikkei is going to open up. The Nikkei is going to go south. Gold is going to go north. The yen just went from the 104.54 level to 103.95. And when you see this, when the Nikkei is not opened, bottom line, it's the much faster acceleration when it does get open, and that'll be open in approximately 5 hours. Dow Industrials up 184, NASDAQ up 67, S&P's up 11.5. Stay right there, folks. Come back with our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento. Larry's going to be doing a great live trading workshop for everyone next Wednesday. Come right back.
Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There's no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 191. We get the Nasdaq up 65. S&Ps are up 11.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento. And Larry, folks, of course, does an outstanding show. Kicks us off here 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 to 10 every trading day. Has a great newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7. You can get this newsletter by just coming over to our website at TFNN. Better yet, folks, okay, our man Larry Pesavento is going to be doing a live trading webinar. This is coming up this Wednesday. It's going to be from 9 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Larry's going to walk you through how he looks at the market every day. He's going to walk you through pattern recognition, the Gartleys, all of the above, and we are going to be trading live. But I'm going to bring our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, right here, right now, so he can explain to you exactly what he's going to be teaching out here. Now, the whole course, folks, is only $295. Which is amazing about that is that Larry's newsletter comes with it, which is $97. So you get the full newsletter for the month. You get the understanding of the patterns. You get a live trading event, all of the above. Larry Pesavento, what's going on? Look at you.
Hey, looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis.
Oh, I
doing,
love
Tom?
it. We're good. Look at that beautiful face. We're going to have you start doing the program. Yeah, just like this, man. I like it.
When you get to the 8th furlong pole, you don't like to be seen in public too much, my friend.
The 8th furlong pole is a beautiful thing, man, you know?
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
There is no doubt. So, it's next Wednesday, so let's talk about what you're going to be teaching, Larry.
First of all, Tom, I'd like to thank you and the folks at TFNN for allowing us to do this. I've been doing a lot of different things over the years, but this has been one of the most exciting things. We've done 2 of these, and you're kind enough to let the folks that have signed up for the previous ones to attend the next ones, which is really great because it starts to give people a better idea about pattern recognition and some of the ratios that we use and some of the other little tiny things that we do as far as cycles and stuff and how we prepare our trading. Tom, I know you are aware of this, but we're in an area where we haven't been before. It's probably equivalent to where we were in 1998 when the Soz Bandits were out running around. If you remember Harvey Houtkin and those guys. Yeah. They changed the boys on the New York Stock Exchange from quarter half to decimals. Yeah. And the volume has gone crazy. Do you realize that the E-Trade has opened 3 million more accounts than any time in its history over the last few months?
There's no doubt that it was like you and I, Larry, when you're 30 years old, coming into the marketplace, 25, whatever that is, and they're here. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.
And with the Robinhood thing coming in, the volume is going to get very, very exciting. And we're going to see volatility in 2021 like we've never seen before. And this is what, pattern recognition is all about, because we've seen these markets going back to, when we first started looking at these back in 1885.
Sure.
10 years after the Civil War, we've got all that data and looked at it. But the real reason why we do this is to try to give the folks an edge. We got two great tools to give them an edge, and that's really all you need. It has to be something simple that works, gets them in their favor, because if you can get to the point to be able to understand these, you're talking about freedom. You're talking about changing your life, and that's what's really exciting. And the feedback that we've gotten on these last two, Tom, we were profitable on both of them, and I think we're certainly going to be profitable on Wednesday because it's a great trading day. It's at a really good time in the week, and of course also in the month. But we've got so much volatility that it's going to really be some wonderful things happening, not only on the 9th of December, but out into the future. And that's the real beauty of what we're doing here, because
Sure.
Everything we do is based on uncertainty, but uncertainty equals opportunity, and that's what we're looking at in all these coming weeks and months and for 2021. It's really going to be really, really fantastic. So I'm excited about it.
No, and you bring up folks. What seems to happen here is that when Larry's just bringing up volatility, the Fibonacci expansion contraction theory, for some reason the numbers hit. They just hit more often. It just it's like, remember, Larry. I mean, what happens, folks, is that the wilder the market gets, for some reason, the more that they hit. I mean, I'll never forget in 2007 and 8, right before the market crashed, Larry and I, so picture this, folks. Larry and I are short the freaking market, right? And we've been talking almost every day. I don't know. So we're talking like 7 o'clock in the morning. The market opens up, freaking explodes topside, right? And right before, and if you're ever in the chair that day, that was like so amazing, and bang, it turned, man. And when that turned, these numbers, the numbers were hitting them, but the numbers hit, for 6 months straight, man. That was something else.
August 15th of 2007, Tom. That was the day that Skype went out, remember?
Yep.
That was the only day that Skype was off the air, and but that's when it happened. And the more important part about the day, you talk about market feedback. You've got the Dow Jones down 350 points. You've got the NASDAQ down about 60 handles, and that's when it was a lot lower. And you've got the Russell up on the day.
Right, that's right, right. That's what we're talking about. That's right, man. Yeah. Right.
That's exactly right. So that was telling you that they're rotating, and with these logarithmic traders, with these algos and stuff, this is the idea of what we have to be looking at, is we have to allow our patterns to help determine when these algos are coming in there, because you can't stand in front of them because there's so many out there. And, Tom, not all of them are profitable.
Right.
Some of them are in for 10 seconds, some of them are in for 2 hours, but a lot of them don't make money. So, you've got a great chance here if you just use a few simple tools, a little common sense. Trading is simple, but it's not easy, as Mark Douglas used to say. And what we're going to really focus on during these 5 hours that we have on Wednesday is the mental part of this. How to strategize, what you're really looking for, and how to quantify what's really important, and that's the risk on the trade. So we got to get in the mental framework of learning to do this more than we did in the first two seminars, because I think we have more time this time, because I'm only going to be looking at 3 or 4 really good trade setups. And then during that time, I want to focus a lot on the mental part of how you set through the day, and how not to, watch the machine all day long, and, how to prepare when unavoidable things happen and there might be something that day. But these are things that I think people will be interested to watch to see how we handle it.
And folks, what you're going to want to get your head into, so picture, you can sign up right now. You get Larry's newsletter for a full month, and that'll help you tremendously, because when we say pattern recognition, we definitely understand that a lot of you don't understand the patterns yet, okay? What's so cool about a pattern is that Larry, or anyone that's into pattern recognition, knows what the number that they want to get in or get out at before the fact, folks. That's what makes these things so cool. So Do they all come down to it? No, but it doesn't matter. When they do come down to it, you know where your reward is and you know where your risk is, okay? And the reason I'm saying with the newsletter, when it's so cool, Larry, what you do with the video newsletters, because I love them. Do you know what I mean? You just hit the button, folks, and he starts talking and say, okay, we have the Gottlieb coming down here. You know what I mean? You got an ABC down here, and it's very clear. I mean, because we're in the visual business. That's the bottom line.
The other thing, Tommy's working on a program, so it'll be posted live on the TFNN website, I believe. So it'll even be a lot faster for most people to get them information, as I understand.
Exactly. And folks, if you had taken Larry's course before, you've already got a link. You're going to be into this one free. Very easy to come into the webinar. Just go to our website at TFNN. You hit subscribe. You're going to get a great lesson. It's live trading. You're going to get a great newsletter. Larry, thank you so much, man. Look forward to the program tomorrow.
Thanks, Tom. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, man.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 212. We get the Nasdaq up 68. S&Ps are up 12. As we said a little bit earlier, folks, you do have markets at highs with a monster contraction in volume. Now, let's talk about gold. Let's talk about the metals market and the aspect of the correlation between the metals market, gold in particular, the U.S. dollar, and, my take, folks, is that the bottom line is we have a commodity bull that's in the making here. And what I want to run through with you is, you're waking up in the morning, and what I want to run through with you is, if you like the gold market, how you can get a lot of edges that can help you tremendously particularly if you're intraday trading gold. And so I'm going to walk you through in the morning exactly what I do looking at this market, because you got to remember something. With all these broker-dealers, you can start basically trading at 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, the market opens at 9, I understand 9:30, but the bottom line, if you're trading the GDX, you can start trading that at 7 o'clock in the morning. So as we do this, the first thing that I do in the morning, so let's say we look at the gold contract. Today is a perfect day how this is set up also, folks. The reason being, we get over and first look at the gold contract. So you wake up in the morning, we bring this up, and as I take a look at this, of course, you have gold right now up $13. Well, what we want to do is that you're going to go, I'm going to start this right at 7 o'clock in the morning, okay? So you're going to go back to 7 o'clock in the morning, right? So 7 o'clock in the morning out here, we are at, let's see, 20, where am I? It's 7, this 10, 9. Okay, so 7 o'clock in the morning, we are at approximately 1843. Yeah, we're almost at 1843. Now, watch what happens. You're at 1843. You're at highs, okay? And then the next thing that I do, what's so cool about the gold market, folks, is that you can go to South Africa, and the South African exchange, Johannesburg Exchange, these are right there. I happen to have them on my platform anyway. And then I go to Harmony. Okay, so I'm going to pull up Harmony because I want to know, we're in a one-world market, and so people are buying and selling across the world on a continual basis, right? So I want to see, okay, we have gold up $13. Is the market buying Harmony, and they're buying GFI, and they're two very large gold companies, folks. Are they buying them in South Africa? Well, when you get up there this morning, you'd say, okay, man, hold it. They're not buying these babies. In fact, you know, they're selling them down a little. Like, if you happen to be watching Harmony right now, Harmony's down 273 ticks. We're at 66.18, and that bottom line is that's rands, okay? So their dollars are rand. So you look at that and say, okay, man, hold it. You know, we have gold up. They're not really buying the equities today. Well, then I turn around and I go to Goldfields to say, okay, are they not buying Goldfields either? I take a look at Goldfields, and guess what? Bottom line, same type of setup. And that setup there, it's not that they're going down dramatically, but the bottom line is that you have gold up and they're not buying it. Then I go from there and I go over to the US dollar. And this is where this gets wild, because gold does, you have to get used to trading gold. Gold gets divergence quite a bit. So as you go over to the US dollar, the bottom line is that when we take a look at this, what you're going to see inside of the US dollar is that at 7 o'clock in the morning, that was already slipping to lower lows. So instead of just looking at the gold price, meaning how the future's trading, if you're trading the equities, which we trade, that is the beginning of your day. And then, of course, what you're going to do, you're going to go over to the GDX, because what does happen is this. From 7 o'clock to 9:30, you do not want to be trading Barrick and Newmont. And the GDX you can trade because it's still liquid enough at that particular point, okay? And you can do, by the way, you can do this at 9:30 too. So you go over to the GDX, and we take a look at the GDX, and what you're going to see, oh, I see what's going on. I don't have the GDX on this platform. I got it, but I don't have it on this platform. Okay. Anyway, at 7 o'clock this morning, the GDX was also down slightly. At 9:30, the GDX went from 36.14 right down to 35.57 at about a heartbeat. Now, to me, that would totally make sense, and this is why, because is that we get a monster gap that's open. Each and every day, just because the gold contract is up, doesn't mean that all the equities are going to be up simultaneously. That's not how it works. That's one scenario. So that was the scenario out here today. Let me give you another scenario. And this scenario here happens to be, to me, one of the ultimate ones. And what it is this. We were talking a couple weeks ago, you had the huge divergence. And the divergence was, folks, that good old King Dollar was still going down dramatically, and gold was going down dramatically. In fact, they were toasting and roasting gold. When you get something like that, the bottom line, at the beginning, I would just keep watching to see how this corresponds to it. There is an absolute direct relationship between where the dollar goes and where gold goes. And the last part of this is one of the biggest parts. And what it is this. When I had just brought up the aspect of how the yen, okay, has gone down intraday today, the yen rules where gold is going. And when the yen gets stronger, and which a stronger yen would mean, like right now we're 103.93. If you go to 102, that's a much stronger yen. When that yen gets stronger, gold goes to the moon. Now, we have a really cool move out here right now. What has happened is that the yen's at 103.93. We take this, we bring this back, just put it back a couple years, and what happens is this, folks. Once you know, I'm giving you basically the fundamentals of what you should be looking at to trade these gold equities or trade the GDX. And you'll remember where these are in a second, okay, because the currencies don't move around dramatically. Well, what's sticking out like a sore thumb in the yen is 101.39, 101.19 that, you know, was generated out there in March. And guess what? We're heading into that area. So bottom line, you know, take it for what it's worth. You can practice it, and you can get an edge on the marketplace. You can get an edge on how you should be starting your day out. And just the beginning, just take your time and get used to it. Because what I love to see is this, is that you have the dollar down dramatically. You have harmony up in South Africa. You have, and it only has to be up like 20 cents. You have gold fields up. And then you get the GDX is down like 50 cents. You get a beautiful trade, man. You just buy it there. You can almost sell it on the open. Cooking. That's a beautiful thing. Dow Industrials right now up 146. You get the NASDAQ up 61. S&Ps are up 6.5. Gold's up 12.50. Silver's up 13 cents. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up at 20, Nasdaq's up 21, S&Ps are up 7.5, and someone just laid into this market, folks. There's nothing like low volume markets, folks, when you're at highs for a few days. So let's go over to the S&P and take a look at the S&P first. And you're going to see the same setup inside the NASDAQ composite. S&Ps, and you're going to see when they lay into this market, man, they lay in fast and furious. And that's exactly what they did. So we had a sideways market all day long. Bottom line, as soon as I just went on break, they just brought that S&P from 36.82 to 36.59 in about a heartbeat. And I suspect they're going to sell it off right into the close. We get into the NQs. You're going to see the same thing inside the NQs. NQs, right now we just went from the NQs out here. We just went from 12,513 to 12,463. And you get volume behind the move also. So what's going to be intriguing out here tomorrow is that, from leftover from yesterday, when we went south at 10 o'clock in the morning, at 9:40 actually, that low has some high volume down at that low. If we get over and we take a look at now the ETF structures to see where we're going to be laying out, is that on the SPY, what is this day here? 364. No, you're not going to do that. So you're going to get on the SPY, folks. What ends up happening is this: it's Tuesday. The high was the 367.68. You're going to get a failure in price and volume there. We've done 38 million shares versus 74 million on Tuesday. So what happens on a failure in price and volume too? The way this goes, because that is not a major high. It is the high, okay? Don't get me wrong. It is the high. But what happens with a major high would be the high that was generated out here September, and then the November one. The reason that those are major highs is that, we accelerated on the way up. You had a good price spread going on. You did fail at that point, consolidation. You failed on November 9th. If, in fact, we closed under the November 9th high or the September 2nd high, then you would have a major failure on price and volume. So this failure here is a failure on price and volume, but you can't expect a monster move on the way down. Now, let's go over to the NDX 100, the 3 Qs. 3 Qs, bottom line right now, you're at 304.14. And the high, 304.50. This is the same setup. It's a failure, but it's not a major failure, because you would have to come back under 303.50 in order to have a major failure. So what we're going to have out here today, you're going to get a failure on price and volume. We've done 18 million shares. You're going into 27 million. Bottom line, it's not going to be able to hack it. And we'll see where the rest of this is going to go. If we take a look at the NYSE as to volume, you're at 644. That means we'll probably do $1 billion. We take a look at the composite. The composite's at 4.5 billion, and you can see pretty much so. The 4.5 billion, folks, is going into 6.4. So you can see even on the composite, not the NDX 100, the composite, it's all the equities. You're going to see that that also is going to be a failure on price and volume. So this is going to be pretty wild how we trade out the next week, week and a half. The real cool thing, of course, is that when I just had our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, on, Larry's going to be right in the middle of this on Wednesday, doing a live webinar, live trading. It's only $2.95. If you want to understand, bottom line, how Larry sets up trades, does trades, the patterns that he's going to be looking at, come over to our website at TFNN. You can sign up right now. The bottom line is that one of the reasons you want to sign up right now is that you'll start getting used to how some of these Gartleys and these .382 618s are basically setting up, because he has them on his videos when he sends out his newsletter. He has a newsletter, number one, but he sends out a lot of videos saying that this is the price that you want to watch. You get to this price, that's where you either be buying or selling. You're putting a stop on the other side of that price, and then you're looking for the contraction or the expansion, inside of the Fibonacci sequence. That's kind of a short version of how all these patterns work, folks, okay? That's what it comes down to. Some of the higher volume equities out here in the market today, and it's going to be a very light volume market, no two ways about that, is that you have American Airlines is up $1.22. Tesla, look at this, up $25, man. That just doesn't stop. Splunk is getting absolutely smoked. This equity here, high flyer in a monster way, came out with those numbers last night. The low for the year is $93. The high is $225. This is down $47 right now. One monster move, folks. And if we take a look at this and put this back, what you're going to see, you get a major move lower, and it looks to me like this equity can get down to like 134 in a heartbeat. I mean, this is one major move, man. And it's a vicious one. You talk about coming off highs and coming off highs with volume. That is one incredible move to the downside. Some of the other higher volume equities out here, Boeing's on the move, man. Hey, Boeing, would you want to keep it? Well, actually, would you want to keep an eye on? Let me look at Boeing for a second. Yeah, Boeing's an ABC up. So check this out, folks. Okay, these are going to be tradable stocks now. The B point on Boeing is 222. Your A is 172. So we're talking about what? 28, 38, 48, $50. That's saying that 258. Yeah, Boeing's an ABC structure up to 258. So when these things start trading in ABC structures on the way up or the way down, it's pretty cool. And what you did have out here today, which is pretty wild. Oh, I got to go to this one, man. If you heard, so when Tommy was doing the news at 2 o'clock, the bottom line is that you had Warner Brothers come out talking about that their whole lineup, folks, okay, is going to be streamed on HBO, and HBO is only $20 a month. Bottom line, AMC, which has already been in trouble in an incredible way, AMC tanked, all the theaters actually tanked, but AMC just tanked from 421 to 363. Now, on top of that, this is where AMC should have pulled the ticket yesterday, is that what AMC came out with this morning is that they just did a shelf offering of 2 times the amount of stock that is already out there that they're going to try to push out. So they already have 85 million shares on float. They want to push out another 160 million. Now, they did it as a shelf offering, which means at a shelf offering, they can push it out anytime they want. But you can see what just happened. They just lost so much of their own equity. Bottom line, don't touch it, folks. That's going south. Streaming is taking over. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
you see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Market just went to Sherwin-Williams and just got that red paint, okay? Bottom line, Dow is down 3. The NASDAQ is up 10. S&Ps are off 11.5. Gold's still hanging tough, up $14. You got silver up 16 cents. And bottom line, you're going to get a failure out here. We'll see how this is going to shake out. This is going to get really intriguing walking into a Friday when we get a failure. The good old King Dollar still down on price, down $3.92 at 90.72. And as we come into this close, this is a little rip into the close. Nothing heavy. I mean, we still had a sideways move in a big way, but the market is jumpy. That's what it really comes down to. Didn't take much. So what happens, folks, is that when you don't have buyers, which we don't have at the highs, it doesn't take much to get a seller in there. And in this particular case, I expect that seller is some big fund. You can see how they hit it inside the S&Ps. They hit it inside the NQs. And the bottom line is that we know the computerized trading, once one gets hit, another gets hit, the momentum changes, So all in all, you still get a sideways day. You have light volume at highs, but you do have a failure on price and volume inside the S&Ps, inside the NASDAQ. And let's go take a look at the Dow Industrials and see where that shakes out. Same thing. Yeah, or you get a nice one in the Dow. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so here, let's look at this. 476. No, 29,000. 29,009. Okay, so check this out, folks. When I was talking about a major one versus a minor one, this is a major failure in the Dow Industrials. Because what we just did is that we're going to close under the November 9th high. That's a major failure. It's been hanging up here. So that's saying that the Dow is going to have a shot to basically get down into this 28,495. That's 1,500 points down. That's a major one. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Come back and visit us tomorrow morning. Tommy kicks us off.